smoking, made it happen. Few bumps was in a row, but stay proactive. Yeah, running like my stash still in the Mac.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's the girl born in June. How you doing or whatever? Guys, I am excited. Okay, so this is my first video for my expense tracker. I decided to start doing this because like I would just be spending money and then I would not remember where I put it. Yes, my nails are ghetto. If you notice it, one hand is done, one hand isn't. I've basically been doing my nails, and so I'm right-handed, so I had to do the right hand first. And so I'll finish the left hand and then y'all gonna see me cute or whatever. But yeah. So I decided to start tracking my expenses, and so this is my first video for basically the first week for my expenses. Now bear in mind, I have been in quarantine since the second. I've been in quarantine, but that did not stop me from buying on Amazon. So we are gonna do our expense tracker, basically all our bills, and then you guys can see it. So let's get started. So the sheet I'm going to be using is the July expense tracker, and this is by the Budget Mom. I bought her whole printable package, and so I basically printed out the sheets that I would need, and this is basically what I'm going to be using. There are some things on here that I will not be using. For example, I will be using starting balance. Starting balance doesn't make any sense to me, and it's not applicable for how I'm going to be, you know, following my expense. So I am basically going to white out starting balance. And so now I only have this box to put in here, and basically what I'm gonna do for my expenses, I'm gonna do 1 to 30 July. I'm doing 1 to 30 July because, let's be honest, if I do not use this entire sheet, it's just gonna go to waste. And honestly, I'm not wasting my paper. I'm just not. So this is 1 through 30 July, and I will be writing down my transaction based on weeks, and I will be separating them as such on the paper so you guys can see what I've spent each week. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit because your girl is using her camera. I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can see basically what I'm writing, and then we'll move on from there. Okay, y'all, so I have you zoomed in basically on the sheet itself. So the categories I'm going to use is going to be date, account, transaction, withdrawal and deposit, and ending balance. I'm just not using category. Like, I don't need to use it. That would be doing too much. So yeah, if I could, this would only be date, account, transaction. Withdrawal and deposit would be one column, and then ending balance. But this is a sheet that she has for her purposes, which I do not mind, but that's just basically my preference. But it is what it is. So I have two pens. I have the Pilot G2 in green and the Pilot G2 in red. Obviously, if you have watched any of my other videos, you guys know that I love writing my stuff and updates with these pens. So obviously, for anything that we're taking money out of, it's gonna be in red. If we move money, then the account will be in green. So let's go to the expense tracker. So the first thing I have for July is actually July 1st. So 7.1, and this was from my personal care. And this was when I bought lashes, and then the amount for that in withdrawal was $14, and the ending balance now for this is $6. So that was my first expense. That was July 1st, and then after that I have about 6 transactions on the 2nd. So I'm gonna write that in, speed up this video, and then I will come back and then explain to you guys. Okay guys, so I decided to stop right here after I've listed out everything so you guys can see. Let me actually move this over a little bit so this can be center stage. Okay, so my account buffer, if you have not seen my budget, then make sure you guys go check it out. I'll have it in one of the cards up here, wherever that goes, in where section. I'll have one of the cards for you guys. But basically, I have an account buffer of $50, which I've updated recently. Make sure you guys look out for that budget that's coming up. But I have an account buffer that was $50 before that I just kept in my account for anything that may have come out, an expense that I did not account for, or things that I just wasn't aware of. And so because of that, I was able to spend money, and I went to Auntie Anne's, which is a pretzels, Checker Tail, which is a restaurant here at my base in Korea. Jamba Juice is another store here at my base in Korea. And I also had to send money to my dad via Western Union. So my account buffer of $50 took care of basically all of these. So for Auntie Anne's, I spent $6.30. For Checker Tail, I spent $7.15. For Jamba Juice, I spent $5.60. And for Western Union, I spent $23 basically. So the beginning balance of my account buffer of just what's in my account, that's basically what's in my Navy Federal account, because that's how it all starts, was $555.57. And then I took out the $6.30 for, what is this, Aunt Anne's, and so that left me with a balance of $549.27. And then I took out $7.15 basically for Checker Tail, and that left me with $542.12. And then I took out $5.60 for Jamba Juice, and that left me with $536.52. And then I took out $23, and that left me with $513.52. You guys might be wondering, hey, you said you only had $50 in your account buffer. Why is it this much? You guys will see it later on as I complete this information. So you guys will see why this is so much and when I take it out. So the next thing I have on here is spending money. And spending money, I'm not going to track basically what I spend on it, because this is literally money I give to myself for me to spend on anything I want. This is basically the one money which I have not given a category for. It is whatever I want. So all I have that I'm going to put in for spending money is week 1. And the reason I'm doing that is because I have decided there's 5 weeks in the month of July. So I'm going to give myself, you know, $10 a week, which is my normal that I give myself on any other occasion. So $10 a week is what I have, and so I took out my $10 for week 1. Like, it just is what it is. So that is why this is saying week 1, and it doesn't have a specific transaction name. So week 1, and this was a withdrawal of $10 because that's what I'm allowed per week. And so my ending balance for that was $40, because that's the remainder of what's in spending money. Going out, I also have as week 1. The reason I have it as week 1 is because I actually took this money out to go out with my friends and actually ended up not using it because I got quarantined on the 2nd. And so I said to myself, hey, I've already used it. I've already taken it out. I'm not going to put it back in since I'm going to be in quarantine. So I just put it in my saving pan. Honestly, that's what I did. So I know it says for going out and it was supposed to be used for going out, and I could have just put it back, but since I'm here in quarantine and I didn't have to use it, I'm just gonna move it to savings, because if I didn't have to use it, that's what I would have done anyways, which is move it to savings. So I just put it in savings. So now I have $40 left for going out, which $40 in 2 weeks is perfectly fine. So yeah, we're good. So that is basically the second taken care of. That was most of my transactions on the second, guys. I was just acting up on the second. Don't know why, but your girl was just acting up on the second. So it is what it is. Next, we're gonna move on to the next date that I spent money, and this is gonna be on the 6th, and this is from Tithing. Ooh, that's wrong. That is definitely wrong. Yes, I did spend this money on the 6th, but the account is account buffer. Account buffer. But the transaction definitely is Tithing. If you guys know from my budget with me videos, then you guys know my Tithing is $480 per month. And so what I will do is, from this $513.52 that I have remaining from my last account buffer, I will basically subtract my $480. And that's going to leave me with $33.52. I do not take out the money out of my account. My parents do. And so that is why it is like this. This bracelet is making me weird and not cute at all. So I'm just going to move it on the other hand. So that is how my account buffer went from $513.52 to $33.52. Let me make sure that you guys can see the top of this. So that is where I'm at now for account. And then again, on 7-6, I did an account buffer. I should just say Navy Federal account, because that's where my account buffer is, because that's where I would use the money from. However, like after the $480, I budget so that the only thing I would have in the account is my account buffer, which is the $50. And so that's why I'm calling it account buffer rather than Navy Fed, if you guys are wondering. So from my account buffer, I did transaction for Toots B-Day. And this was $5.82. Now, the reason I took this money out of my account buffer was because I calculated to have this. I left $25 in there for my nephew, because as you guys know, for children, they get anyone under 18 in my family that I'm providing a gift for gets $25, and then anyone over the age of 18 gets $50. So I left $25 in my account buffer to offset his birthday gift that basically I would buy online, or my parents would take the money out of the account if I'm giving him money. So with that is what I did. And so I have $5.82 was his gift. That's how much it cost. And so the remaining balance from this $33.52 minus $5.82 is $27.70. So and that's what's left in my account buffer. The last thing that I have is 7.7, and this was from groceries, y'all. This is from groceries, and what was it? Groceries. And this withdrawal was $151, and the beginning balance was $151. So now I have $0 in groceries. And if you're wondering why did you spend all of your money in groceries? Because I was in quarantine. Listen, I'm in quarantine. I can't buy my own groceries, and so my friends had to buy it, so I had to provide them a list of things to buy. And because I'm stuck in here for 14 days, I do not have the option to pick and choose specifically what I'm going to cook every week, every day. So because of that reason, I just decided to get an overall grocery for me, so I can cook and be fine, and I wouldn't have to be consistently asking them to buy me things. I would basically have them in my house, in my apartment. So that ended up with me using all of my grocery money and then leaving me with $0. The good thing about this is that I still will have groceries basically up until the last week in July. I think, don't quote me. I have 3 different meats left, 4 including my corned beef that I have left. So I have 4 different meats in here. I have something to make spaghetti, which you guys know spaghetti, like, it, you know, will last you for a minute. I'm only cooking for myself anyways too. So I have spaghetti. I've ground beef for spaghetti. I have some oxtails because I decided I was gonna buy some oxtails to try and make again, you know, get my Jamaican heritage on. And so yeah, everything included just ended up being $151. And so yeah, but that's it, guys. That's basically how I got here. That is basically my expense for the first week in July. Let me know if you guys like this video, because I love to see where my money is, because I tend to forget, and these help me know what I spent it on. So again, let me guys know if you like this video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment down below, and then make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I am excited to do this video and to do this with you and to help you guys. You guys know I have a goals video. I don't have a goals video yet, but I have goals, guys, and it includes all of this, like tracking and everything. So but anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. Make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. We out.
How you wanna do it? How you wanna get it? I'm out that, out of my mind. Can't even talk, can't even walk. Bad little thing.